All right, get this wall finished up here. So we left off with having the trimmer stud drawn in. That supports the window. King supports the trimmer on both sides. What comes next, we got to fill in the rest of the studs. Same as before, it's 16 inches from center to center. So mark all the way throughout. Don't worry about the door or the window. If they're too close, we'll figure that out when we get there. So 16 all the way throughout. So measure all these, 16, 16, 16. Right back. So for here, we got all my studs marked out. I drew in the ones that weren't by a door or window yet. I gotta draw one in here. Short one, short one, short one, short one, then one here yet. I drew a wall stud, and it says copy and paste them in. Here it is. Orbit a little bit. Oops, orbit a little bit. I'm gonna grab the stud. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Drop one. Oh, it's way out of there. I'm gonna move this one back in spot. So it's gotta go right on that line. And I put one more on this line. So I'm just gonna grab, oh come on, there it goes. So it's too close that I go over it so that meets up with that one. Okay, so that one's done. That one's done. Gotta fill these in yet. These here are done. So next, that you saw earlier, there's something called a window sill, and that goes below the window. So from here down that 1.5 inches, I'll draw a line that goes from trimmer to trimmer. Okay, I'm going to have small little studs land here. I go, oops, try that again. Rectangle. I know they're 1.5 by, in this case, I'm looking at my sheet, 2 foot 3 inches. So I have to go 1.5 comma 2 foot 3. So I'm going to build these in. Look over my sheet. 1.5 comma 2 foot 3. So I'm going to build these ones in. Then there's always one that goes support this board. This board has nothing supporting to it. It's sitting against the trimmer. I put one more sill stud below it. The same measurement. Mine are 2 foot 3 by 1.5. And then here gets one too. In this case, it's going to go from this side to the right. I'm looking along my sheet, 2 foot 3 comma 1.5. Those are done. Now above the window, same thing. Oops, too far. I won't need one above this because gravity kicks in. Oops, I missed. From here. And mine are a little shorter. They are only 1 foot 3. So 1.5 by 1 foot 3. So I'll draw these ones here and two then. Same thing. It's that 1.5, 1 foot 3. Two more, then this wall can use that push pull expand too. So it's going to be 1.5, 1.3. Last one. 1.5, 1.3. And erase all my guidelines. Come on, erase those. And then push, pull, expand all this stuff. So I have my bottom plate is 5.25. I'll go top plate, same thing, 5.25. Why? Because again, if you were to buy a 2x6, by the time it gets cut down in the sawmill and then dried in the factory, it will shrink a little bit. Then they sand it to a final smooth finish, and this happens to be 5.25 by 1.5. Okay, so you guys take all these little chunks, bring them out that 1.5 orbit a little bit, all these chunks out. So I have this wall stud, drag out, trimmer stud, drags out, sill stud, drags out, sill plate, drags out. Drag them all out. So this wall is done. I did my bottom plate and top plate. Then goes first stud, last stud. Then according to PEMDAS, we do doors and windows first. I marked the left edge of my window, window's right edge, and I drew in the trimmer stud that supports the header. The king stud supports the trimmer. I have above the window studs called window studs, sill studs. My sill plates down here. So this could be your framing of your window on your room. So let's go to the inside ones real quick. And we can see through the wall that there's my framing, there's my framing. It may look hollow on the inside, just because how I drew it. So inside gets kind of ruined. The exterior, that's intact. That's good. All right, next wall. Door, same thing, okay? Top plate, bottom plate. So bottom plate is blue 1.5. Top plate is blue, oops, missed blue 1.5. First stud, last stud. Always do those things first. That should be green 1.5. This should be green 1.5. So I'll draw those in and I'll be right back. Alright, what happened is, remember we drew the roof on our warm shed, our bus stop shed, shelter? The roof filled back in, happened here too. My bottom plate drew across, and guess what? The door filled back in. So what I'll do is I'm going to cut away the door so I won't need this part of my bottom plate. You click on my door, get rid of it. Now we're back. Okay. What's next? Doors and windows. I have a door. At a window here, the same thing. What do? Measure to the side of my door, other side of my door, to mark those locations. Okay. What does that mean? Well, we draw on the parts. My trimmer stud goes from the top of the opening. It goes across that wall. In this case, mine's the green axis, 1.5 inches, and it drops down to the bottom plate blue. Over here, the top green 1.5 inches, and it drops down to the bottom plate blue. Got it. Okay. The header goes from the outside of my trimmer up 1.5 all the way across to that point, but just north of it, right down to it. And you erase off my guidelines, I don't need them anymore. What comes next? Not that. Comes the king stud on the left, king stud on the right. I'm going to draw those in. I know it goes from the trimmer header up, top plate to bottom plate. And now it goes bottom plate to top plate. And now it goes trimmer header up. I can erase these guidelines. So there's my door framing, and I'll go 16 on center. I'm going left to right all the way across. I'll draw those studs in, pull those studs out, draw these studs in up here, pull those studs out, and then do the final wall. Same thing. First goes bottom plate, top plate, first stud, last stud, mark the door, draw the header in, draw the trimmers in, draw the king studs in, fill the wall. Checkpoint 3A and B are finally done.